Now, the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment is today launching the Arbor Month campaign. The campaign is aimed at sensitizing members of the public about the need to conserve, protect and plant trees. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo is at the launch in Mpumalanga and joins us now. A very good afternoon to you, Tumelo. What's happening there?
Well, good afternoon, Nzinga. The Deputy Minister of Forestry, Fishery and Environment, Machogo, launched the Arbor Month here in the province and also here by planting trees. But also they're going to be going to communities to ensure that they encourage communities to plant trees, not only for the environment and also to fight climate change, but also, Nzinga, to ensure that they also plant trees to people to ensure that they fight food security. I'm just going to show you guys like the trees that they have been planting here in SABC. See, these are some of the trees that they have been planting here in SABC. You remember that SABC is one of the biggest companies here that is also ensuring that they plant trees in this community, but also not only in South Africa, but across also in North America and also in Europe. But here they are the company that is actually ensuring that they ensure that they plant these trees to ensure that they also fight climate change in this community. We're going to speak now to the Vice President of Forestry here at SABC, Mr. Juan Rothman. Just talk to us about the theme for this year of that the department has actually selected, saying that forestry, sustainability and also consumption. What is the company doing to ensure that we are sustainable and we're consuming this product sustainably so?
Yeah, I think the theme fits very straight into the heart of what SABC does every single day. And what we do in our manufacturing facilities that produces cardboard boxes for export packaging of fruit and even dissolving wood pulp that goes to international fashion houses in the form of lyocell and viscose material. I think the important part is that SABC exists purely to take benefit out of a renewable resource and turn and unlock that power of trees for the benefit of the community we operate in, for our people, and then also for the planet. How do we do that? We plant trees. We take a renewable resource in the trees that we plant, and we process that into daily products that everybody uses every single day. Literally, I can tell you now that you've touched a product, consumed a product, used a product that gets made out of commercial forestry, sustainable commercial forestry activities through every single day of your life.
But also, just to elaborate more, you guys are operating in, you've got like over 300 hectares of land that you guys are operating in. But what are you guys ensuring that, like communities that are also benefiting from what you guys are doing in terms of giving them jobs, in terms of ensuring that they are also contribute to the company, but also you guys are also contributing to their communities?
Yeah, I think so. There are two or three ways we're doing it. So firstly, we're the anchor tenant in that rural landscape. I mean, we've been in South Africa. We started in South Africa as a company, and we're based on forestry activities. On this 390,000 hectares that reaches from Mpumalanga all the way down to KwaZulu-Natal and into the northeastern Cape, we not only supply jobs directly, but we also have contractors that do our core activities on our plantations, and they employ about 10,000 people every single day. And over and above that, we've got a number of suppliers, and we've got one specific project where we really empower local communities to grow their own trees and to participate in a sustainable forestry value chain. And those are big words, but we've dealt with some of these growers. We've helped these growers to plant trees on communal land. We've seen them through to the first 10 years when the first harvest came about. They're in their third and fourth rotations now. They've put their families through varsity. They've built houses. Some of these ladies have built sustainable, real businesses that is anchored on sustainable forestry practices.
And also we know that, like forestry and the deforestation, we have seen it all over. Are you guys affected by deforestation as a company, and are we seeing that, especially in South Africa, that a lot of communities, because we know that some communities, especially in rural communities, that they don't have electricity, that they don't have, also the price of electricity being very high. Some of these people, they go out there and cut trees to ensure that they can cook, they can keep warm. Do you guys see that your company is being affected by this, by deforestation?
I think if we talk about deforestation, there are two parts to it. So there's illegal timber harvesting of our commercial forestry crops, and those are really limited to personal use for building and a little bit of firewood. Firewood, we in actual fact make available to our local communities. They're integrated in that value chain so that they have energy and heat. What we also do is then we encourage them and we help them to plant their own trees so that they can use it, and we provide the market. And we purchase that timber from them at market value, which means that there's commercial value in it for them. When we talk about deforestation of our very limited natural resources, our natural forests in South Africa, which is only 0.5% of our total landholding in South Africa, what we do is we do a lot of outreach to schools as part of our integrated forestry program and enterprise development programs. We really teach people how to maintain the biodiversity and the environment, but also to plant trees. So we've helped cultivate over 40,000 of Warburgii trees, which is an endangered tree, and help them to plant those back into communities. And those are the trees that the Deputy Minister and myself planted here today. Highly endangered in South Africa, but we used the science that we know about planting commercial forestry to propagate these highly endangered trees and put it back into its natural environment as well.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was the Vice President of SABC Forestry here speaking to us about the launch today that happened here at SABC. And Nzenga, the Deputy Minister was telling us that they'll be going to communities to ensure that they encourage communities to plant their trees in their communities, but also to ensuring that, like communities, they also plant trees, especially fruit trees. They're saying that they will be working with the Department of Human Settlement to ensure that all the RDP houses that are being built, they also a tree that is being planted there. Not only a tree, but one tree, and also ensure that they also plant a fruit tree so that the people can also benefit from this. But also, Nzinga, more importantly, they're saying that they are aiming to plant 10 million trees by the end of the 5 year, within 5 years. So that is their target that they are planning for 10 million trees to be planted in the country by 5 years' time.